5 subtle signs she's secretly into you. Old Stoic wisdom. Welcome back, gentlemen. Have you ever wondered how to decode the secret signals women send when they're truly into you? The truth is, attraction often speaks in a silent language, subtle cues that, when understood, can unlock deeper emotional connections. While chemistry certainly plays a role, it's these unspoken behaviors that reveal genuine interest. Today, we're diving into 5 subtle signs that indicate a woman is secretly drawn to you. These signals are often overlooked by many, yet they carry profound meaning and significance, rooted in both psychology and our human need for connection. Some may already seem familiar to you, but understanding their true meaning can change the way you approach relationships. Why does this matter? It's not just about recognizing attraction, it's about building a relationship built on respect, empathy, and clarity. By mastering the art of reading these subtle cues, you not only avoid potential misunderstandings, but also position yourself as a man who knows how to navigate relationships with confidence. Let me ask you, have you ever been confused by a woman's actions? One moment she's engaging deeply with you, the next, she pulls away. It's a common experience, but often it's just a matter of recognizing the quiet signals she's sending your way. Let's begin with a deeper understanding of female attraction. It's not as superficial as many might think. Evolutionary psychology suggests that women are instinctively drawn to traits signaling stability, security, and emotional depth. This is far beyond the physical. Women value a man's confidence, emotional intelligence, and ability to create a space where they feel understood. Unlike men, who often focus on visual cues, women's attraction tends to be more emotionally and psychologically driven. The truth is, it's not about the car you drive or your designer watch, it's how you make her feel. When a woman feels truly valued, seen, and heard, a stronger emotional connection is formed, which can grow into something far more meaningful. But the tricky part? Attraction isn't always straightforward. Women tend to communicate their feelings through subtle actions, and misreading these can lead to confusion or missed opportunities. That's why learning to recognize these signals is so important. When you can differentiate between casual friendliness and real interest, you gain the ability to engage with clarity and purpose. So how can you spot the difference? The key lies in recognizing patterns. One isolated behavior might not tell you much, but when you start to notice several signs lining up, you can be confident that there's more beneath the surface. In this video, we'll uncover the first of the 5 secret signs you should be watching for. And trust me, you won't want to miss it. Stay tuned to unravel these secrets and take the first step toward mastering the art of understanding women's subtle cues. Sign 1. Genuine eye contact. One of the most profound and subtle signals a woman can send is through the power of her gaze. Have you ever noticed that she holds your eyes just a bit longer than usual, almost as if time itself slows down when you lock eyes? This isn't just a fleeting glance. This is genuine eye contact. It's deliberate, intentional, and often accompanied by subtle physical cues, dilated pupils, a slight smile, or a warm, inviting expression. This is no accident. Eye contact is one of the oldest, most primal forms of human communication. It's not just about looking at someone. It's about creating an unspoken connection, about saying, I'm here, I see you, and I want you to see me too. The importance of eye contact in building intimacy and trust cannot be overstated. Psychologically, when a woman feels comfortable and connected to you, she's drawn to make this contact because it signifies openness, vulnerability, and an unguarded moment between two people. As the ancient Stoics knew, the eyes are the window to the soul, a phrase that still resonates today. It's the embodiment of what we call Stoic principles: in action, clear, deliberate, and honest communication. When you recognize this sign, you must take the next step. Don't shrink back in hesitation. Rather, hold her gaze with the quiet confidence of someone who understands that genuine connections are not formed by fear, but by strength. Meet her eyes with a relaxed and calm energy, not a forced, intense stare, but with an iron mind that knows the value of true engagement. A subtle smile will also go a long way, signaling that you are present in the moment and receptive to the connection she's offering. Remember, this isn't about overpowering her with your stare, but about sharing a mutual understanding in silence. Your ability to reciprocate this eye contact without feeling overwhelmed or uncomfortable shows that you are confident in who you are, a confidence that, in turn, makes you more attractive. By doing so, you align yourself with the timeless wisdom of Stoic thought. You must act with conviction, grounded in self-assurance, and without hesitation. Don't shy away from this moment. It's an opportunity to express your own vulnerability by meeting her gaze directly and openly. It's a signal that you're strong enough to connect without needing to hide behind distractions or defensiveness. Just as the Stoics valued clarity and directness in their thoughts and actions, you must mirror that in how you interact with others. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment, said Ralph Waldo Emerson. In this case, be yourself, confident, secure, and unwavering. The ability to share such an intimate, simple gesture will draw her closer, creating a bond that speaks volumes without a word being uttered. This is where the iron mind comes into play. You must trust yourself and your instincts in these moments. Be deliberate, but not overbearing. The Stoics taught us the value of patience and perseverance. These qualities also apply when it comes to building emotional connections. You don't have to rush. You don't have to force anything. Simply allow the moment to unfold, maintaining an aura of calm, collected presence. By doing this, you allow the connection to grow naturally, in line with the Stoic belief that all things of value are cultivated slowly and steadily. Sign 2. Subtle touches. One of the clearest indicators that a woman may be interested in you lies in her subtle touches. These may appear innocent, even fleeting, on the surface, but they often carry a deeper message that many miss. Imagine her lightly brushing her hand against yours during a conversation, or perhaps touching your arm to emphasize a point. Maybe, during a shared laugh, she places her hand on your shoulder, a gesture that, while casual, suggests something more. These moments are far from coincidental. They are deliberate, and they signal comfort, attraction, and a quiet desire for connection. In the context of the old Stoic rules, such behavior is a reminder that the subtle things often hold the greatest meaning. As the Stoics taught, our actions and reactions speak volumes about who we are and how we engage with the world. Physical touch, in this case, becomes a language all its own, a way to communicate without words, which the Stoics would appreciate as a powerful tool in building meaningful relationships. From a psychological standpoint, touch is one of the most potent forms of human communication. It goes beyond words, often revealing what lies beneath the surface. For women, touch is an unconscious bridge between emotional and physical attraction. It's a way for them to gauge your comfort level with intimacy without being overt. When a woman feels at ease in your presence, touch becomes her method of inviting closeness, a way to test the waters without pushing too far. This is where the ancient wisdom of the Stoics can guide us. They understood the importance of patience and awareness, teaching us to observe and respond with restraint and respect. The key is not to overanalyze or rush, but to remain alert and allow the connection to unfold naturally. So, how should you handle these subtle touches? The answer is simple. Respond in kind, but with respect and tact. This doesn't mean you should jump straight into more physical contact. Instead, mirror her gestures in a way that feels natural to the moment. If she lightly touches your arm while talking, consider touching her hand or shoulder when making a point of your own. This is the path of wisdom, the Stoic way of remaining attuned to the signals around you while maintaining control over your actions. The subtle art of reciprocating touch is about showing that you're aware, not rushing, and willing to foster a deeper connection without forcing it. However, the real lesson lies in avoiding overreaction. Don't let the anticipation or excitement cloud your judgment. Instead, let things develop gradually, respecting her boundaries as you move forward. By paying close attention to these small but powerful signals, you demonstrate that you are attuned to her needs while upholding your own sense of self-control, a core principle in the Old Stoic philosophy. Never forget, the greatest strength lies in moderation, in allowing things to evolve at their own pace without rushing them. Through this, you not only deepen the emotional bond, but show her that you're someone who understands and respects the nuances of human connection. Your understanding of her body language and your thoughtful responses will make her feel seen, heard, and valued, building a genuine, lasting bond. In modern life, where many are quick to rush into things, following the paths of wisdom the Stoics laid out can set you apart. By taking the time to notice the small gestures, such as a fleeting touch, and responding appropriately, you create space for a connection to develop in an organic and respectful way. Don't rush. Don't force things. In the grand scheme of life, those who follow the Stoic way, calm, aware, and deliberate, are the ones who truly understand the depth of meaningful relationships. So, when you notice these subtle signs, embrace them. Recognize them as steps toward building a deeper bond, and trust the process to unfold naturally. Sign 3. Active listening and engaged responses. The third, and arguably one of the most important, signs that she's secretly into you revolves around how she engages with you during conversation. Pay close attention to the subtle clues. She may lean in when you speak, not out of politeness, but because she is genuinely interested. Her body language speaks louder than her words. Does she nod in agreement? Does she mirror your gestures or facial expressions, a sign that she is in sync with your energy? Maybe she asks follow-up questions, probing deeper into your thoughts, or laughs a little longer than usual at your jokes, signaling her emotional investment in the moment. These are all signs of active listening, and they matter. In the modern world, where distractions are endless and genuine connection is hard to come by, when a woman gives you her undivided attention, it's a clear indication that she is not only hearing your words, but truly engaging with your presence. This is more than just surface-level interaction. This is a deep, emotional, intellectual connection. Women, especially those who are drawn to you, don't just listen. They actively absorb what you say because they crave that mental and emotional bond. As Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Similarly, she's not interested in meaningless chatter. She values your thoughts, your insights, your feelings, and she craves more. Every moment you spend with her, you are either deepening that bond or letting it slip through your fingers. You must show her that you are just as engaged as she is. This is where most men fail. The temptation to dominate the conversation, to talk about yourself, your achievements, your life, can be strong. But listen to me closely. Don't rush to fill the space. The true art of conversation lies in mutual exchange, not monologue. If you truly want to keep her attention, then you must lean in, literally and figuratively. Make deliberate eye contact. Respond thoughtfully, not with a simple yeah or huh, but with responses that reflect that you've processed what she said. Engage with her words and show genuine curiosity about what she's sharing. In return, ask questions that invite her to open up more, to reveal her thoughts, her feelings, her ideas. But don't just ask questions for the sake of asking. Ask questions that matter. Ask her what makes her tick. What drives her? What does she desire in life? Engage her mind, and you will find a woman who wants to know everything about you in return. You see, this is the power of active listening. When you listen with the intent to understand, not just to respond, you show her respect. You show her that her thoughts and feelings are important to you. Women crave this connection. If you want to build something meaningful, you must build it on the foundation of this mutual respect, the intellectual and emotional reciprocity. Most people mistake listening for merely hearing, but to listen is to engage with the core of a person's being, to connect with them in a way that transcends the superficial. The art of conversation, of active listening, is a tool that has been perfected by the Stoics, and it is one that you should embrace. Don't dominate the conversation, share it, show her that you are fully present. When you do this, she'll feel seen, heard and valued, and in turn, she'll value you more. In a world full of noise, to be the one who truly listens is a rare gift, and with it comes not only her attention, but her respect, admiration, and, most likely, her affection. Remember, this isn't about trickery, about playing games. It's about being the kind of man who has mastered the art of connection. When you listen actively, you're not just hearing her words, you're becoming part of her world, understanding her mind, and ultimately forging a deeper bond. The philosophy of Epictetus teaches us that Stoicism wins when we stay balanced, when we remain present, and when we don't rush to control the outcome. Take your time, build the connection slowly but surely, and let it flourish naturally. Every word you say, every moment of engagement deepens the connection. And remember, when she's truly into you, her attention is the greatest gift she can offer. Don't waste it. Take this opportunity to not just speak, but to listen, and in doing so, become the man she never wants to stop talking to. So, my friend, don't just listen, engage, be the man who stands out in her life, who listens with intent, and who knows how to make every conversation count. When you do, you'll see how much more rewarding and powerful your connections can be. Like and comment below if you're ready to master the art of active listening and create deeper, more meaningful relationships. Sign 4. Playful teasing or flirting. The delightful art of playful teasing and flirting. If you're ever wondering if she's secretly into you, this is your golden ticket. It's like the universe's little wink, saying, "Hey, she likes you." When she cracks a cheeky joke, challenges you in a fun, teasing way, or even playfully argues about the most random things, like whether pineapple belongs on pizza, don't just shrug it off. No, my friend, pay attention. It's a sign you've sparked something in her. You've made it to the next level in her book. But why, oh why, does she do this? Simple. It's her way of testing the waters. She's throwing out little playful jabs to see if you're game, if you can keep up, if you're someone she can have fun with. From a psychological standpoint, this is her way of building rapport. It's like a subtle invitation to get closer, without all the pressure of serious conversation. When a woman teases you, she's basically saying, "I'm comfortable with you. I trust you enough to let my guard down and enjoy a little back and forth. And trust me, that's a big deal. Now what's your move, you ask? Step up, with confidence and a sense of humour. Match her energy, but for the love of everything, don't turn it into a competition. It's not about who's the better jokester. No one's keeping score here. So if she teases you about your choice of drink, we all know the beer over whiskey debate, laugh it off and fire back with something light and witty. Keep it fun, keep it breezy. The key here is effortless playfulness, not trying to outshine her. And whatever you do, do not take her teasing seriously. Don't get all defensive or overthink every little comment. That's a surefire way to make things awkward. Instead, roll with it. Respond with a light heart and show off that irresistible charisma of yours. A quick, witty comeback or a charming smile can make all the difference. Think of it as your chance to shine without breaking a sweat. Remember, as the ancient Stoic principles tell us, the greatest wealth is to live content with little. Be content with the moment. Don't overcomplicate things. Let her tease you. Let her challenge you. And most importantly, don't let it shake your confidence. She's not trying to trip you up. She's testing the waters, and how you respond tells her a lot about you. So the next time you feel the playful tease coming, flex that iron mind, keep your cool, and show her that you're the guy who knows how to have fun and still stay smooth. Sign 5. Prioritizing time with you. All right, let's cut to the chase. Time is the most precious thing anyone can give you, and if she's giving you hers, you've got something special going on. Picture this. Her schedule is packed tighter than a sardine can, but she still finds time to meet you for a coffee, toss out a weekend plan idea, or sneak in a quick chat between meetings. Now, if that doesn't make your heart skip a beat, I don't know what will. It's not about the coffee or the quick hello, it's about the fact that she's choosing to spend her time with you over everything else life is throwing her way. When she does this, it's not some random act. It's an unspoken message that says, "You matter." Now, let's bring in some old Stoic wisdom here. Time is what you make of it, and how you spend it is a reflection of what you truly value. A person who genuinely likes you doesn't just hang out with you because it's convenient or because they're bored. Nope, they're actively prioritizing you, and that's a big deal. Think about it. Everyone's got a million things on their plate. Work, family, Netflix. The dog that never seems to get tired of barking at absolutely nothing. Yet, she's carving out space in her schedule for you. If that doesn't make you feel like a VIP, then maybe it's time to recheck your self-worth. She's investing in you, and you should recognize that. After all, when someone makes time for you, it's as close to saying you're worth it as you'll ever get. So, what's the move on your end? Here's where the magic happens. Acknowledge it. This is not the time to brush it off and pretend it's no big deal. You need to let her know that you see the effort she's putting in. A simple, "Hey, thanks for making time for me. I really appreciate it," will go a long way. Trust me, a little gratitude never hurt anyone. But don't just stop at words. Show up. Be fully present when you're together. Don't let your phone be more interesting than her. Listen, laugh, engage, and make the time feel worth it. This is where you balance the scales. You're giving her your undivided attention, and in return, you're showing her that her time is just as valuable as yours. In true Stoic fashion, relationships thrive on effort and intention. If you want this connection to blossom, put in the work. It's like watering a plant. It won't grow if you don't tend to it. So be present, be thankful, and most importantly, be the kind of person who values her time as much as she values yours. In the end, that's how the deepest bonds are built, one small, intentional moment at a time. Sign 6. Genuine curiosity about your life. Here's a sign that's so subtle, you might miss it if you're not paying close attention. Have you ever noticed that she's genuinely interested in your life? And by interested, I don't mean the casual, "So, what do you do?" during a brief elevator ride. Oh no, my friend. What we're talking about here is the kind of curiosity that makes you feel like you're the most fascinating person in the world. When she leans in a little closer, looks you in the eye, and asks questions that dig just a little deeper into your soul. That's when the magic happens. She's not asking about your job because she's just trying to pass the time. She's asking because she wants to understand the real you, the passions that make you tick, the childhood memories that still make you laugh or cringe, and the dreams that keep you up at night. Oh yes, she's basically building a mental scrapbook of your life, but not the boring "tell me about your hobbies" kind of scrapbook. This is the scrapbook of your hopes, your fears, and your quirks. Like how you can't resist a good pizza no matter the toppings, or how you have an irrational love for obscure indie films. She's curious because she sees something in you that sparks a fire, something beyond the surface level small talk. Now, let's break this down with some Stoic wisdom, shall we? The Stoics, those ancient thinkers who loved a good self-control and wisdom vibe, believed that to truly understand someone, you had to dig deep. The superficial stuff wasn't enough for them, and it sure as heck isn't enough for her either. If she's taking the time to ask you about your core beliefs, your past relationships, and your true thoughts on life, well, she's not just trying to fill the silence. Oh no, she's opening the door to a deeper connection, and guess what? She wants you to walk through it with her. This isn't about her doing a background check on you. It's not some, "let's see if you're worth my time" test. It's far more charming than that. She wants to know what makes you tick, what gets you excited in life. She's curious about how you became the person you are. Is there a moment in your life that shaped you? A book that changed your perspective? What do you believe in when no one is watching? These aren't just questions, they're invitations. Invitations to let her in, to show her the raw, unfiltered parts of you that might not come out in casual conversation. And here's the kicker. When a woman is genuinely curious about you, it's a pretty big deal. You're not just another face in the crowd of millions. She's intrigued by your authenticity, your individuality, and she wants to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. This curiosity is like a little secret handshake that says, I see you, and I like what I see. It's about emotional connection, and let's be honest, there's no better foundation for a real relationship than that. What should you do when you notice this? First of all, resist the urge to brush it off or think she's just being polite. No. This is the universe sending you a very clear signal that you've sparked something deeper in her, so don't hold back. Be open. Share your thoughts, your experiences, and yes, even your vulnerabilities. Answer her questions with authenticity, but don't be afraid to ask her some deep ones too. This is a two-way street. Ask her what has shaped her, what she dreams about at night, what makes her heart race. In this dance of curiosity, you're building something real, something based on mutual understanding and respect. And remember, the Stoics taught us the importance of self-awareness and honest communication. So when she's looking at you with those genuinely interested eyes, take a moment to reflect on the fact that she's asking these questions because she values you. And that, my friend, is worth more than any flashy compliment or empty small talk. This is her saying, I want to understand the real you, and that is a rare and precious gift. So next time she asks, tell me more about that, or what's your take on this? Don't just give her a casual answer. Dive in, show her the layers of your personality, the experiences that made you who you are today, and most importantly, enjoy the fact that someone out there is truly, deeply interested in you. After all, in a world full of distractions, when someone takes the time to care about your life, that's the kind of connection worth nurturing. Common misinterpretations of female signals. The classic conundrum. Is she into you, or is she just being polite? It's a question that's as old as time itself, and let's face it, it's more confusing than trying to assemble IKEA furniture without the instructions. Here's the catch. Not every smile or compliment she throws your way is a secret love letter. Sometimes it's just a simple act of kindness, a polite nod to acknowledge your existence. You know, basic human decency. So take a breath and resist the urge to jump straight into overanalyzing. That smile that's as quick as a ninja. Yeah, might just be a friendly gesture. That nice shirt she said while checking her phone? That's not an invitation to dinner, my friend. It's just what polite people do, acknowledge your existence and move on. Don't start scribbling down notes in your mental love journal. Context is key here. It's all about reading the room, not just the individual moments. Think of it this way. A smile might feel like an instant ticket to the VIP section of her heart, but unless it's paired with meaningful eye contact and a deeper conversation, it might just be, well, a smile. And let's be real, everyone smiles. Now, when she locks eyes with you and engages in a conversation that lasts longer than 2 minutes, that's a whole different story. That's a sign she's interested. But, and this is crucial, don't get trapped in isolated incidents. This is where you need to channel your inner Stoic. Yes, I'm talking about the ancient philosopher, Epictetus, who would probably roll his eyes if he saw you overanalyzing one small gesture. He'd remind you, it's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things. Translation, stop freaking out over every little thing she does. Relax, my dude. Stop trying to play Sherlock Holmes on her every move. If you're unsure, just ask. That's right. Just straight up ask her how she feels. I feel like we're really vibing. What do you think? Simple, direct, and to the point. No need for confusing signals or mind games. Epictetus also said, freedom is the only true happiness. Freedom from overthinking? Priceless. Instead of spiraling into an anxious analysis of her every word and gesture, just enjoy the moment and keep your confidence high. It's like trying to drive a car with one hand on the wheel and the other constantly looking at the GPS. If you don't trust the road ahead, you'll never get anywhere. And when you trust your instincts, you'll move forward with the clarity of someone who's in control. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let things unfold naturally. The more you stress about, what does it all mean? The more you'll miss the bigger picture. Let go of the small stuff and focus on what's real. Be confident, be yourself, and most importantly, don't let uncertainty mess with your vibe. Remember, the Stoics were all about controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. So control your responses, let go of unnecessary worries, and let things flow. You don't need to read into every action or word. Keep it simple, stay true to yourself, and let her come to you. And here's the best part. When you don't overthink, when you don't read too much into things, you'll actually be the most attractive version of yourself. Confidence? It's magnetic. Control? It's powerful. So take a note from Epictetus. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. When you stop worrying about what's really going on in her mind, you've already won. Now go out there, ask the right questions, read the room, and let things develop as they will. And if you're feeling this newfound sense of clarity, let me know by commenting, "I'm embracing control and staying cool." You've got this. Play the game like a champion. How to respond? When you notice these signs. When you start noticing the signs that she might be into you, remember one key thing. Confidence is your strongest ally. The art of responding to these subtle yet powerful cues lies not in hesitation or second guessing, but in embracing a calm, self-assured approach. It's all about adopting the old Stoic wisdom of an iron mind. No room for overthinking, no room for doubt. Your instincts will guide you, but it's confidence and authenticity that will seal the deal. Don't second-guess yourself when you feel that spark. Trust your gut. When you exude genuine confidence, you create an energy that's irresistible. It's not about trying too hard. It's about being yourself. Attraction thrives on authenticity, and as Stoic philosophers taught, what we do now echoes in eternity. So when the moment feels right, don't hesitate. Take that next step. Ask her out, suggest a shared activity, or simply express your interest in a straightforward, respectful manner. The key here is action. Take it without overthinking it. As the Stoic principles emphasize, inaction is the true enemy of progress. Don't let fear hold you back, because relationships, like life, are about making decisions and taking calculated risks. To recap, the 5 secret signs that indicate a woman may be interested in you are: first, genuine eye contact. There's a difference between a glance and a gaze. When she locks eyes with you in a way that feels deliberate and meaningful, she's sending a message. It's a subtle but powerful signal of attraction. Eye contact is more than just looking at someone. It's a bridge between two souls. The Stoics understood the power of connection, and as Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Similarly, genuine eye contact reflects the quality of her thoughts about you. It's a deep, unspoken connection. Don't overlook it. Next, subtle touches. These little gestures can range from a light brush of the arm to a hand on the shoulder, but they always carry significance. They show comfort and interest. Physical touch is a powerful form of communication, one that speaks louder than words. The key here is that these touches are not overt or forced, they're gentle and natural. These subtle touches are a way of letting you know that she feels at ease with you, and perhaps that she's interested in something more. The Stoic principle of moderation comes into play here. Nothing too extreme, but just the right balance of physical closeness. Then, there's active listening. This is one of the most understated yet telling signs that she might be into you. When she truly listens, asks thoughtful follow-up questions, and remembers details you've shared with her, she's showing that she values what you have to say. Active listening is the foundation of any good conversation, and reflects a deeper level of respect. It's her way of showing interest in not just your words, but in your thoughts and opinions. As Epictetus once said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we speak. If she's genuinely listening to you, take note, she's invested in the connection. Playful teasing or flirting is another clear sign. This is often where things get fun. Playful teasing or light-hearted flirting creates a sense of chemistry. She might challenge you, make a witty comment, or tease you in a way that suggests she's comfortable with you. It's her way of breaking the ice and creating a dynamic that's not too serious, but definitely engaging. Flirting can be subtle, a smile, a laugh, or a playful jab, but it's always a signal that she's comfortable and interested. The key here is that flirting isn't about games. It's about building rapport and connection, grounded in mutual respect. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca put it, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Don't waste your time doubting the signs. Recognize them, embrace them, and let them lead you to something real. Finally, prioritizing time with you is a clear indicator that she values your presence. In a world where everyone is busy, if she's choosing to spend time with you, it speaks volumes. She could be carving out time in her schedule, whether it's a spontaneous coffee date or making plans ahead of time. This shows that she sees you as someone important in her life, someone worth her time. As the ancient Stoic teachings remind us, time is the most precious commodity. If she's offering it to you, recognize the value in that gesture. She's telling you that you matter. These signs, eye contact, subtle touches, active listening, playful teasing, and prioritizing time, are all subtle yet powerful indicators of attraction. Recognizing them can radically change the way you approach relationships. As the Stoics emphasized, self-awareness is key. Understanding the signals she's sending and how you respond can shape the outcome of your connection. But don't stop there. Take action based on these insights. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for the right moment. Take the first step, because nothing happens without movement. As Seneca wisely said, a gift with a good heart is always welcome. The same applies to relationships. Take the step forward with authenticity and sincerity. But remember, relationships are built on mutual understanding, respect, and effort. These signs are just the beginning. Pay attention to them, but also be willing to put in the effort to understand her better. A relationship isn't just about noticing signs. It's about nurturing the connection you build from them. Approach each interaction with the same mindfulness that the Stoics practiced. Life and relationships are not about simply reacting, but about consciously creating meaningful moments. Now, it's your turn. Start noticing these signs when you're around people and use them as a guide to take action. Have you ever experienced these signs in your relationships? Maybe you've seen someone exhibit these behaviors toward you. Don't let these insights go unnoticed. Share your thoughts, your experiences, and let's engage in a conversation in the comments below. If this content helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more insights that dive deep into relationships, the power of the iron mind, and the timeless wisdom of the Stoics.